Woo! I'm just trying to do Camp Scatterbo impressions. Steve, do your best Camp Scatterbo impression.
Woo.
No, come on.
We are live. Sorry for the delay, folks.
I am visiting my parents. We have Steve and I are visiting family this weekend, so I apologize. It was much longer to get to my parents' house than anticipated, but here I am. Here we are. We're ready to roll. Prop party is here. It's late. It's even later than we planned, but it is here. Let's roll. We're not even doing the intro. We're just cutting right to it. Unfortunately, we don't have Tyler today because we are late. Again, I am sorry I'm late. Steve, I can't even see any of the comments, so you'll have to keep me posted. I'm not even on my computer. Oh, now I see it. Okay. All right. So good to see Mike. Good to see Kix. Prop party begins now. If you're coming over from Twitter, we appreciate you. Or if you're watching on Twitter, come over, join us on the YouTube streets, hit that like button, tell us the props and parlays that you're interested this week. But oh yeah, Steve, I don't even have control. So Mike, Rob, I have no control of the media. Like, this is killing me. Do you know where it's the media section where Bruni has all the fun video clips? We can't even do that today. This is terrible. This is terrible. All right, that's okay. So we're starting with props. We don't have Bruni's cool intro, but we're starting with props. Steve, how are you feeling? Well, first I should say, how are you feeling for week 6? And how are you feel about Camp Scatterbo? Let's just talk about that for 2 minutes because we're so happy.
Week 6 did get off to a good start. Unfortunately, we got some individual props with Scatterbo with the touchdown and 2 touchdowns, but we didn't get our big ones because the game script, the Eagles decided not to show up last night. They stayed in Philly. They didn't go to New Jersey. That was honestly, I mean, let's be honest, that was like the worst we've seen of the Eagles in a couple of years.
Yeah. And 2 years ago, before, when they had, it's like every other year they get like Fugazi with a bad offensive coordinator. 2 years ago, they were off with the offensive coordinator, had to make changes in season. I think they're going to need more in-season changes this year.
Yeah. I mean, particularly against a team like the Giants, who are young and fun, but as we saw against the Saints, they're young and make a lot of mistakes, both offensively and defensively. And the Eagles couldn't take advantage of any mistakes. And honestly, guys like little Jordan Humphrey were cooking the Eagles last night. So
that's wild.
Not a good sign.
Okay, now let's celebrate Camp Scatterbo. We're losing our minds. I'm losing my mind. That's why we're going to keep going. Woo!
Yeah, so we're definitely excited for the best ball side of things with Camp Scatterbo. That was a great game last night. Definitely helped us with our high exposures, and we are very happy that we stayed strong. We didn't listen to Jordan Rodon, who's saying that it was going to be a 70% backfield to Colin Tracy. I don't believe it.
No, shout out to you, Steve. I mean, you said this from the beginning, and again, no matter what happens, because people, like, hopefully this does play out the whole season, and hopefully he stays healthy, right? Like, I think if he stays healthy, like, we're gonna have good results from our Camp Scatterbo bags. I think we've already seen it. We saw it like week 2 and then week 3, and then he didn't score the last couple weeks, but he has the full backfield role. Even with Tracy back, it's like he had 70% of the touches. I think 65% of the carry, or 70+% of the snaps, and like 65% of the carry. Like, he's got the backfield role. You had said from the very beginning. So again, no matter what happens the rest of the season, week 17, the thesis was right, that Camp Scatterbo can win in multiple ways in the passing game, definitely the goal line role, and no matter what team. And then once we knew the Giants landing spot, we're like, oh yeah, he's better than Tracy. He's absolutely going to have the goal line role. It is played out. It would have played out even if Tracy stayed perfectly healthy. And, we're seeing it play out even with Tracy back. He's awesome. He and Dart are like just electric for that team. I'm almost giddy, and I'm not even a Giants fan. Like, they're so fun. Yeah, I know. They're just so fun to watch. So no matter what happens week 17, kudos to you for being on this from basically college football playoffs into big board season, into he goes to the Giants, into it for full basketball season. And we didn't waver. Like, we didn't waver during, the hamstring injury and training camp. We didn't waver. And we, had major best ball bags of Camp Scatterbo, ranked them way above consensus. And I'm proud of us. Again, I hope now, I just hope our sweet prince stays healthy and can lead us to the promised land, because that was exciting. What else were you thinking last night?
Well, first, let me hit up chat, and then we'll finish talking about this. We got Who Hames in here. We got Mike Rob saying props. And New England, yeah, we talked about this on Tuesday. AJ Brown, and I think there's just issues. Like Mick said, like the offense coordinator clearly doesn't have control of this offense. Barkley came out today being like, "Hey, last year we were able to run, and they knew we were going to run. Maybe we should go back and doing that." Essentially, and he's not wrong. And look, first couple runs, he was ripping it.
Yeah.
So they kind of got away from that, and they got cute, and it didn't pay off. And Williams also saying Scadaboo already close to paying off around 80 ADP. And honestly, he's not wrong. I mean, we're 6 weeks in. He's got 5 usable weeks, including 2 spike weeks, and
2 massive spike weeks. Yeah.
30 points. There's what, like 2 JT games and one or two other games through the first 5 weeks that have scored higher than him. I'm sure there will be, could be JT again this week just because he's so awesome. But there will be plenty of other 30-point games throughout the year. But there's only going to be like 25 of those, and he's already got 1. So yeah, I mean, for round 8 ADP, he's definitely paying off. He will help your advance rate no matter what from here on out. And we're very, very happy for sure. And
we just now just need to, I just hope he stays healthy, because he does take a lot of contact. He wants a lot of contact. I mean, the video, nothing but Scadaboo is in my Twitter feed right now because I liked everything. The algorithm is just feeding me only Scadaboo all the time. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I mean, the video of him like running his head into the wall when he was with ASU, like he's just an animal. He's like just so incredibly fun to watch. I can't remember thinking this about a player, not just best ball bags, where he's just so fun to watch, like no matter who you're a fan of. So, but no, I am really excited for best ball. Hope he stays healthy, and really, really excited for the best ball bags because there's a lot of teams where I have like a JT, CMC, Scadaboo as my 3rd running back. And it's like, well, that feels good. I know some people were drafting him as 1st or 2nd running back. He was a lot of times ours 3rd. So yeah, we're super excited. And anybody who followed our content, our shows, our rankings, hopefully you guys are really excited too. Any other Scadaboo thoughts? I mean, the fact that he got not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns was amazing. And I think he has that in his bag for, any given week, basically.
Well, and I think the other thing is, look, we see later round running backs and even some later round other rookies step up year 1, but there's more surprises, Bucky Irving, guys like that. But this does kind of remind, like the energy that he brings is reminiscent of, say, I don't know, like Bijan is a much better back, but just kind of the same thing where it's like, boy, this guy can just change a game, change an offense. Like Saquon when he was with the Giants. And again, those are more higher upside athletes and better, but it's just like you see this is what the offense needed, both him and Dart. And it is sad and unfortunate, of course, Neighbors couldn't be there because what a trio that would be.
Oh my God, really?
Going right now. I mean, if little Jordan Humphrey was cooking the Eagles last night, Neighbors would have absolutely shredded them. So
Steve, put Mike Robb's comment. I don't know if I was the only one straight up in the top 100, but yeah, I still kept him up there in like the 90. I would move him from like 88 to like 94 during the injury.
Yeah, I'd be like Meg, you gotta lower him. You gotta lower him. He might miss some time. No, she was like, not gonna do it.
Thankfully, he did get back by week, the last preseason game by week 1, and then just made his mark. But yeah, no, I'm very, very, very excited. Hopefully, we have a lot more excitement to root on together in the best ball season. Like I said, we covered every Monday in Degen Power Hour, but hopefully we can start to do some like monthly best ball shows to really dive into this stuff. Did you already get Mike's comment up about Steve? He's happy that Steve's in charge. No, it's going to be a great show. Steve's in charge. Yeah, I feel so weird that I'm not in charge. I don't even know how to handle this.
So let's go over to the prop streets. We'll be on DraftKings looking at props.
Steve's got the controls today, so we're on the DraftKings streets. So Steve, what are you thinking for alts? Because I admit, like this week has been just a crazy work week. Obviously now today visiting family this weekend. So I'm trying my best to drink water out of a fire hose and catch up on research. But what are you liking in the alts and prop streets?
So my first alt that I'm going to target is, sorry, Mike, but I'm going to go to the Rams and go Devontae Adams, 70 yards.
Yeah.
He's been getting that a number of weeks as is. and this is his easiest matchup on the year. I know Marlon Humphrey, I believe, is back, and Kyle Hamilton sound like they're trending back, but I just don't think the Ravens can stop this offense. And 70 feels really good to get plus money on. So I think that's a good first prop for me.
Okay. I'm going to go to, obviously you hone in on a couple games, and how can we get away from Dak Prescott with the way he's playing? I mean, I think he and Baker just have like some MVP vibes to them. But 250 plus, yes, we need the Panthers to push back, but I mean, the Jets didn't really push back till what, like the end of third quarter last week?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, not even like it was.
Okay, because I was at I was watching Red Zone. I was at like a brunch, so like I didn't like kind of see like, okay, when did they start actually putting up points? So it wasn't to the fourth quarter. I mean, he had massive numbers last week. Carolina, you could do whatever you want against them defensively. So 250, you're still getting minus 101 on DraftKings. I'm probably going to do something with Dak that I used to do 2 years ago with Dak's like little like ladders where I would do like 250 and 300 and 300, 325 and 4, so it's like if you hit the first one, you're profiting, but if you hit multiple, then it's like a big profit, like some kind of like ladder up. Definitely I'll bet 250, but then I might like do like 250 and 300 and 4, something like that.
The good thing with DraftKings is you can even do it by tens. I'm not saying you have to hit every 10, but
that's right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, just to I'll just do it for you real quick. 270 and
3 tuds
and 3 passing touchdowns.
Oh yeah, I just did it. It's 480. So if you want to like start with 250, put a unit on that, and then do like a half unit on like 270 and 3. Okay, well then that's 480, and then maybe do one where you put like a quarter unit, or you can even break up the unit, do like that's what actually the correct way to do a ladder, like a half unit on 250, and then 250 and 3. You do like a half unit, and 304, you do like a sprinkle or a quarter or something like that. Okay, my math was not right on that.
All right, yeah, we'll get to that.
I'm crushing the math. I'll figure out the ladders when we send Substack tomorrow. But I think I did that a couple times last year with actually Joe Flacco hit. I think Herbert. Actually, no, Dak. That was the year before. But these guys where it's like a high pass rate, like it doesn't matter even if they're way ahead. You just feel confident that they're going to hit the base of like whatever they're alt passing. And then once you start stacking the touchdowns, if that goes that way, like it did last week, then you can really have a little Yahtzee and some fun. So that's my first official play is Dak. And then I'm going to have some fun with Dak ladders.
Yeah. Who ask, are you worried about the weather in Baltimore?
Oh, well, for my pick, that's a question to you.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was gonna, since you just came from Baltimore and you were there.
It's raining out.
I just didn't know if you'd heard anything or paid any attention.
I don't listen to the weather. I have no idea what's going on. Kix told us in chat the other day. I had no idea what was going on.
We will check on that. Like personally, from what I've seen,
it's still yellow orange on Kevin Ross report. I just checked. Still says, paying attention for winds and rain. So yes, that'll, for all those, we definitely want to stay tuned to that. But yeah, I guess we would be sending it out tomorrow. So I don't know that we're going to go ham on that, just to be careful. But yeah, if the winds has the line moved on the game at all? I was trying to see.
I don't think it's really moved on the game. I mean,
it's Baltimore 44.5 now. What was it? I actually can't remember what it was a couple days ago.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to.
Okay, Huheim says it's looking like heavy rain, for sure. Breathe lady. Yeah. I came right from the car. Yeah, I think it's fair to maybe, be mindful of that for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we make our final decisions, we will definitely take one last look at the Kevin Roth report, what it's looking like, and if it's looking like a absolute soaker, and I don't know. Usually they say 15 mile an hour. Isn't it like above 20, 25 is when you really want to pump the brakes?
It doesn't scare me too much.
Charles, you did.
You did.
You did. I'll try to. Woo! Oh, why can't you do it? Steve, you always used to do the Dak like, here we go. Can you do that?
Here we go.
Yeah, you always used to do that. Why can't you do Scatterville?
I don't know.
Good point. Bruni says,
Yeah.
Kyron could be fun to target, and is certainly interested in him in DFS. But yeah, boy, does he have some fumbling issues. So that is scary. But McVay's just stuck with him. All right, what is your second pick, Steve?
My second pick is back in the receiver market. I'm going to go with another guy we've been high on all year. We're starting to see it really come together, and that is Steph Diggs. Steph Diggs, you can get, you can do his line, which is like 62 or whatever, but 70 plus is plus 128. 80 is 192. This is one I feel good about, Leonard. He's got 100 back-to-back games. He's clearly, yes, he doesn't play every snap, but he's out there in every passing down. He's out there in every key down. He's Drake May's number one. That's become clearer and clearer as the year moves on.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're in a dome. The Saints are, you know, a very questionable defense, I'd say. And yeah, I mean, the Patriots are looking really good. And, you know, like they still really struggle to run. Like Huheems and I have talked about this on our show. Like they're averaging, doesn't matter who it is, Henderson, Stevenson, and before Gibson got hurt, like they were not running well. So I think that's gonna just be May showing more and more what he can do, and that's Steph Diggs. I like putting up to 70 and 80 for sure, and maybe even higher.
So wanted to ask you before I get to my next pick, or do you have it? They've raised the line on May, which makes sense because they've kind of had it hovering around like 220, and then he obviously went way over that last week. Do you like it's up to 240 now? What do you think about that, or a little too rich?
I mean, the tough thing is they definitely don't push, and also this could be kind of like the Carolina game. I know the Saints haven't been a complete, you know, terrible team, and I do think like Kellen Moore and their offensive weapons can move the ball enough, and it sounds like Christian Gonzalez might miss, so that probably helps keep this game a little closer.
Really? Okay, I didn't realize
it at least sounded like questionable, trending towards doubtful, but we'll have to see on that. But yeah, I mean, I'd worry about it being pushed. I think it's just harder to get a feel because you just need the right game script, I think, for May to really go off. And I just don't know if this game presents that.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. And that makes sense. I just kind of wanted to talk through it. My next one, they don't have a line for it yet, but I'll say unofficially, I'm a little interested in Herbert rushing. Usually I save it for like where I think there could be a ton of urgency, but I mean, there's a ton of urgency that they need to win, and it's going to have to be on his arms and legs because the running back situation is terrible. So I don't see a line for it yet, but if it's like 20 to 25, I may have some interest because what else are they? They're not going to be able to run effectively with Hassan Haskins and whatever garbage running back situation they have. So to me, they're going to be passing by whatever the run game will be, and it's essentially through the short passes. So I do like potentially Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey, but their lines are definitely fairly high. I want to check receptions too, but so I may have some interest there. But I also just think, you know, he's going to drop back to pass a lot. It's going to be, you know, going back to the really high pass rate over expectation. And if it's not there, he's just going to have to take off and run. So I don't mind Herbert that. But my next official play, let me find it. I lost it for a minute here. Where is it? Yeah, I'm going right back to Christian McCaffrey. Even if Jennings plays, we've hit this several weeks in a row. I'm not going to shy away from it. Now we saw he literally has the third most receptions in the league. He literally would be like wide receiver 6 or something if you were just counting receiver points. He basically is a wide receiver, even if Jennings is back. And yes, Bourne looked like Jennings or Justin Jefferson last Thursday night. I just think they're going to use them still. And you can't run on the Buccaneers. They're not going to be able to run effectively. So talk about, you know, the passing game being an extension of the running game. They're not going to be able to run successfully with them, but they certainly can pass because running backs have been getting there in the pass game against the Buccaneers. So give me 60 plus 126 on DraftKings. I'm honestly shocked that that's not, hasn't been hit harder at this point because he's soared past that in most games. So
Well, I'm sticking right with that game, and I'm going on the other side, going to Mecca Ibuka.
Yeah.
He's 80 plus 105. You can take it to 90. You can take it to 100. This guy, even when Mike Evans was out there, was getting a good percentage of the target share. Then Evans goes down. Chris Godwin comes back. He takes over kind of the number one role. Now Chris Godwin's out.
Mm.
I just think that Emeka Mbuka, until he shows me he can't do it, I think this guy could get 100 every week. Baker is playing excellent football right now. Anyone who watched that game against Seattle, his passing precision is crazy good. We just saw the 49ers get shredded by the Rams. Their defense is missing some key guys, obviously. And I just think once again, let's target with a guy who's already been doing it, and that's Baker and Mbuka. I mean, I like Baker's line as well, but I'm going to go on the Mbuka side of it.
I like that. Again, he not only is the wide receiver one, he's really all that Baker has now. I do think I might go back to Rashad White receiving. Like I said, I'm going to stick with Christian McCaffrey with these. And it didn't work for obviously our official play last night with Scatterbo. I thought obviously the game script was going to be much different, but again, as our grandfather used to say, former football coach, we don't want excuses, we want results. So move on to the next. But we've seen it with McCaffrey. We've seen it with Scatterbo. We've seen it with Rashad White. I think this is going to be a close game. And it's really Mbuka and now just those tertiary receivers like Sterling Shepard and then Rashad White and Cade Otton. So I think Cade Otton and Rashad White are an interesting way to approach that. Cade Otton, you'd go up to 40. Rashad White, I'll have to check on FanDuel because 225 is now minus 116, but I might have interest in 30 plus on FanDuel. Let me pull that up now. While I'm doing that, I saw Kick's got a price. Can you pull that up on Herbert?
Yeah, minus 160 on Hard Rock for essentially 20 yards.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I really do. I think they're just going to have a super high pass rate, and if it's not there, he's just going to take off and run.
Yeah.
I like the Huhaim's comment. Hey, good to see you, Jamie. And we got our best ball and Paul in here.
Thank you for hitting the like, and good luck to your Tigers tonight.
Nice. And Jamie says Auden has a great matchup too. We saw when Evans was out, Evans and then of course Godwin were out last week. Auden really got a good target share. So I like that. I like to pull up Huhaim's comment. None of us are going to take our shirts off and do the scatter move, but that's absolutely hysterical. That was amazing. I think I've watched no less than like 25 times on Twitter. I mean, he's the best. He's the absolute best. So yeah, Rashad White, 30 plus yards, receiving yards, plus 118. Might just run back the whole damn. Well, we don't have Scatterbo on the slate because we had his receiving. So I might just do Scatterbo, or excuse me, Rashad. I can't stop thinking about it. Rashad White, 30, Christian McCaffrey, 60, and probably another running back receiving that we could target or a lower line like tight end and run that back from last week because that hit fairly easily. And I think they're going to have to absolutely go back to that this week. All right. What else? So yeah, Rashad White 30 is my next play. What's next for you?
So I think I'm going to approach this next one. I love Ashton Genty this week, but I think I'm going to hit it rush receiving. We saw last week, first half, he had a great first half. Honestly, he outperformed Jonathan Taylor. Just they never got near the goal line, and the Colts did, and Jonathan Taylor just kept stacking touchdowns. But I think Ashton Genty rush receiving. Oh, they don't have it right now. His rush line is 80, and I think that's fair because he got about 60 last week, and they didn't play. And this matchup was great. Titans running defense is not good right now. Is it actually a game where the Raiders could be ahead? And again, no Brock Bowers. They're using Genty more and more. We saw it with Scatterbo last night. I think Genty could have a big monster game this week as well.
Yeah.
But
no.
Ideally, I want to hit it rush receiving.
Okay. I like that. No, I think that makes a lot of sense. Let me ask you about these two. So both Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey kind of like approaching it from receptions. Who do you like better? And do you think 6 is too high? 6 plus is even money for Keenan Allen plus 130 for Ladd. What do you think about those looks?
I'll probably go. I think both are fair. I'd probably go on the Ladd side. QJ does have a questionable tag.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's looking very questionable this week.
Yeah, and so even if he is out there, he might not be 100%. So I'm guessing one of these other two are leading targets. McConkey plays more snaps. McConkey's more in the slot, so he could just get more like you said, passing game, extending the running game and just
I could not say that right every time I tried. All right. So any other thoughts on that?
So yeah, no, I think both are good, but I'd lean the McConkey side.
Okay. All right. So you like 6+ at like plus 138.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We got Nick Robin here saying, calling it now. Meg is going to have her best betting week if she is actually listening to Steve because she doesn't have the controls distracting her. Might not be wrong.
last week was our best betting week. We were, again, thank you for segue, Mike. 9-2, week 5. I don't have the controls to play Bernie's awesome video. Steve, do you know how to find it? Go to media. Bernie's in here. Let's play the amazing video. Go to media and you scroll down and there's like a week 6 something, like week 6 whatever. Anyways, 9-2. Hit 2 parlays up 15.63 units, and we want to keep it rolling because now we're positive units for the season. Like getting close to 60% hit rate. So we want to keep that rolling. I want this to be even better, but it's going to be hard to top. Last week was amazing. Did you find it?
I don't know.
This is so weird for me to not have control. Okay, well, this is boring.
Yeah, I see week 5. So Bernie's coming into
that is it. Week 5. Yeah, play that.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, from the get-go, dominate. Don't give him a chance. Set the tempo early, baby. Set the tempo early, baby. Set it early.
And there you go, Steve.
Yep.
Bernie said, remove Mike's comment. You got to see, Mike. It's driving me insane. But that was all Bernie. He does it for
Degen. The video. It is pretty awesome. I said I do appreciate the video. It is really awesome.
Yeah, no, Bernie has done a couple amazing recap videos for our Substack because last week and week 3 we had amazing weeks, so we're going to keep that rolling. So again, link in the description. Free 7-day trial. Try it out for free. We're sending stuff basically every single day for DFS, underdog battle royales, and NFL bets. You get something pretty much definitely every single day, and sometimes like on Saturdays, a lot of things to have you covered for DFS and NFL bets. We even send DJ Dad's bets. They are coming on at 9:30 p.m. So just in a little over an hour and 15 minutes. Stay tuned for that. It will log off and then they'll go live, but definitely stay tuned. You don't want to miss DJ Dad's. Bernie does a recap video for DJ Dad's every week. Amazing. They keep outputting bangers after bangers each and every week. It's super entertaining. His videos highlight that. And don't miss Degen Dads tonight. And try out the Substack again, free week trial, and then just $34.99 a year. Okay, why don't you hit up the chat, and then I have a few more.
Yeah. So FK throws one out here. Hear me out. Travis Hunter receiving yards.
That was that's what I had written down.
and says, "Don't listen to me if I can't get a 4-letter word correct." But no, I actually like it. I like Hunter receiving yards for sure.
Okay, can you go through the rest of the chat?
Stay away from the Degen dad one. It's such a horrible take. Whoheim's throwing it out. Jalen Coker. It does sound like we will finally get Jalen Coker this week, so that is very positive news. Bruni, the tech wizard. That is true. We got Andrew checking in. Hello, fam. Remove Mike's comment. And yes, I needed to remove Mike's comment. This is so made up for the thumbnail. Don, gotta love the tech. Play of the week for me, peek behind the curtain. Genty over 16.5 longest rush. Titans stink against the run. Yep. Andrew and I are lockstep here. Have given up multiple explosive plays, including one to McCardo last week. Yeah, it was a 71-yard run. He just forgot that he needed to go 72 yards.
Didn't cash in. So we have both Degen dads in the chat. Again, join them here on the channel 9:30. Give your best picks to them. And again, continue to drop in. Coolers and I are lockstep. I have my next play is Travis Hunter, 50+ yards plus 133. I know I just blanked on his name. Josh Norris, thank you, from Underdog Network, was talking about just kind of the coverages they use on defense. He may be he's already been like still running like 70% of the routes in the passing plays. But I just think last game was a signal. Maybe they're going to get him involved a little more, maybe some more downfield targets. I really, really, really like Travis Hunter this week to take the next step. And against the Seattle defense, who we saw very, very banged up, I really, really like Travis Hunter. I may even ladder that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we talk about all the time, like the post-bye rookie bump, but what it really means is second half of rookie seasons. And we're starting to get near, that time. And so it's like, it makes sense. We're seeing it with some of these rookie running backs like Bill, he had the breakout game last week. We see, like more and more rookies starting to get into their own. Hunter, good things happen when they throw him the ball. So why not throw him the ball more than 4 times? Yeah.
So Coolers likes Judkins as well. Then mentions Tucker Kraft, and Whoheim's saying Tucker Kraft, his favorite tight end. Can you put up the comments? It's driving me insane. I hate not having control. This is making me nuts. Right, Mike, if Steve ever has it, can you just get on and help take over the controls? I can't handle Steve as the producer.
Tucker Kraft receiving. That was going to be my next one was Packers. I want at least one, if not 2 of the Packers between Kraft, Romeo Doubs, or Matthew Golden for the same reason. After the bye, just getting more and more used. No Christian Watson yet. No, nothing else. Like one of the best matchups they'll have. And I think a couple of these guys are going to get there. But Kraft is definitely my favorite to target of the 3 Packers. But I think multiple are going to get there.
Andrew, I am crawling in my skin right now. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Not have control. I don't have my regular microphone and camera. I don't have control. This is wild. This is wild.
I agree with this. We need a weekly Steve Led show for sure.
It's like just watching me squirm in pain. Well, Coolers, shout out to Coolers. He picked one of my picks, Travis Hunter, one of your picks, Tucker Kraft. Yeah. I have one more. How many more do you have?
I have one more also. So you go first.
Well, I kind of wanted to ask you about it, but do you think we go back to Cowboys are the defense you want to target. They're one of the worst defenses in the league. Certainly you can target it against the run or the pass, but definitely against the pass. I want to target Tet. He got there so early last week and then it kind of fell off. The problem is trusting Bryce Young. I'm not comfortable trusting Bryce Young at 80+ yards, but I think Tet should get 100. He should get 100 against that Cowboys secondary and the Cowboys defense. How do you think we handle Tet with not feeling super comfortable with Bryce Young? I didn't watch that game last week. How did he have like 60 yards before half and then only ended up with he got right over the alt that we had picked. I think we had him for 70. He got like 76 or something like that.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Tet?
Yeah, no, I mean Ted
T-Mac.
looks good. Like he's getting open consistently. He's clearly the lead target. I think he's like one of 2 or 3 receivers, maybe 3 receivers in the league who have led their team in targets and yards every single week. And yeah, I mean it's just he's not really. He's only gotten 100 once. And he hasn't gotten a touchdown yet. I think those things are coming, even with Coker back. Actually, Coker could help him to some degree. Because I think part of the issue is some drives just are stalling. Too many drives are stalling for the Panthers. And then what happened last week was Rico Dowdle just totally dominate the second half. And, for all the talk of the revenge narrative, and I'm sure he's going to be the lead back, and I think he could be fine in fantasy, but I don't think he's dropping 200 in this game. I think they're going to be behind. I think they're going to need to throw the ball, and he might have a really good game, and he could help in that department as well. But yeah, it's going to be T-Mac here. I that was actually my pick as well. Was T-Mac?
Okay. Well, there we go. Let's end on that. Okay, so you feel like it's comfortable enough to take T-Mac, like just because, T-Mac, because even though it's hard to trust Bryce Young, just the matchup is so pristine.
Yeah, I mean we're talking,
and the game script most likely.
Yeah, we're talking Cowboys secondary that has gotten shredded by some good quarterbacks like Jordan Love, but also the likes of Russell Wilson. I mean Caleb Williams too, I think, is a good young quarterback, but just everyone outside the Eagles have shredded this Cowboys secondary.
Yeah, which that really speaks to the Eagles now that we're seeing it more play out, right?
Yeah.
All right. Touchdowns. We can't play Bruni's cool thing because Steve isn't the best producer, but you know what? You're the best at finding bangers for best ball in season. Again, thank you for Camp Scatavoo. Thank you for calling it out basically in January. So I'll like give you like a compliment sandwich. You're awesome. You stink at producing, and you can't play Bruni's awesome videos, but I love you and thank you for bringing us Camp Scatavoo and having good best ball rankings and bangers here. Okay, I get to the chat and then let's go to touchdowns.
Louis says T-Mac 100 yards is like 2.23 multi on UD. Then he says 1.6. BTJ is 2.18. I like that a lot also. I think the Jags offense is just about to break out. Megan's like the JRE podcast. Jamie, pull that clip, except it's Steve in chat. Well done. Meg doesn't get the reference, but
I don't, but that's okay. Am I supposed? Can you tell me? Is it funny?
Joe Rogan experience is the JRE and Jamie.
Joe Rogan experience. Okay, got it. You are doing great, Steve. I'm sorry for verbally assaulting you. All right, let's talk touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
I think I'm gonna go. I mean, I think you could go either Ferguson or Pickens, but I'm going to go George Pickens this week. He only, he got a touchdown. He only had like 2 catches, but he had like 50 or 60 yards. But I think he finds the end zone for like fifth straight week. But I think, so it's just been touchdown after touchdown. He has stepped right into his wide receiver 1 role without Lamb. I like it again against the Panthers, and you're still getting plus money. Give me George Pickens plus 115, but I have to say I don't hate Ferguson either at plus 145. So like them both. Hence why I'm interested in laddering up Dak's like yardage and touchdowns. So okay, your turn.
First, I want to mention Devontae Adams plus 100. To get Adams at plus 100 feels really good. That's definitely on my list, but I just want to mention that my true first one is a guy that we chose last week, and he got there, and that's Tyler Warren. Mm-hmm. He is very involved in this offense. They give him runs near the goal line sometimes as well. I love this matchup against the Cardinals. I don't think Cardinals are a good defense. They let the Titans come back on them. And we saw, a couple weeks ago, the 49ers with essentially McCaffrey and all their backups just put up a ton of yards on them. Didn't get as many points, but again, that was Mac Jones and company. But I think the Colts are going to have a field day this game, and I think Tyler Warren is where I want to go with the touchdown department.
Okay, I had a next one, but I don't want to see. I'm such a nice sister. I don't want to steal from you. It was one of your favorite best ball plays picks and he's a receiver. Do you know who I'm talking about? did you have a touchdown for the guy one of the guys you mentioned receiving yards?
Oh, Steph Diggs.
Yeah.
I didn't have, but it's a fair one. Yeah.
Let's go. He gets in the end zone for the first time this week. He's already 2 weeks in a row, 100 yards, has yet to find the end zone. You're getting plus 170 for Steph Diggs. I didn't want to steal it from you. That's how much I know you love it. Diggs, this matchup with Drake May, plus 170. He finally finds the end zone this week. What do you think?
No, I mean, it's fair. Like, you could tell last week he wanted to get one, and I get that was some of the revenge, but no, he's going to be the Patriots' clear wide receiver one. He's always had good touchdown equity in the past. It's coming for sure.
Yeah. So
I got FK saying Dallas is sort of tough for me because it feels like anyone on the team can get home in this game, so I can't narrow it. I agree, but they're also likely to put up 4 or 5 touchdowns. I mean, Dallas is the type of offense that will do that consistently. So that's why I don't mind taking a couple shots. Most weeks, many are going to eat. And then Mike Robb saying, doing the Steve-O hates touchdown packages, Zay Flowers and Alec manner. I did see, did Zay Flowers, does he have a Q tag?
I think he popped up on the injury report. Mike would probably be boots to the.
I would be worried about that, but
I guess I was boots on the ground. I'm now visiting my parents, but yeah. I think I did see something about Zay Flowers popping up on the injury report. All right, what's your next one?
So I will say on my list was in that game Hunter Henry. He's getting a touchdown seems every other game, so this feels like the game. But if you don't, I wouldn't necessarily bet both unless you're doing like a same game parlay or something. But so my next one is, we talked about it before. The Chargers are going to have to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
QJ might even miss or be banged up. Yeah. I liked Ladd for your catches earlier. I'm going to take Keenan Allen here for the touchdown. That was
he's been like the touchdown guy. Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
And this goes back to his last time with Herbert. Like, Herbert, trust him. He should have had a touchdown last week if not for a defense lineman tipping it. And Keenan intercepted. He was open in the end zone. Herbert was targeting him. Obviously could be Ladd again as well, but Allen is the one that I'm going for. So who's your next touchdown?
You took it. It was Keenan Allen. Seriously, swear to God, I'm not kidding. I had Keenan Allen written down as my next one. I'm just scrolling through to make sure. I do have one more. Let me get there. Sorry, I had scrolled up. So, Mbuka is even money. When you're getting even money on a guy plus 100 that is basically scored every week, and now he is the only guy. Sure, Rashad White could get in like he did twice last week. Kate Otten is plus 190, but Mbuka even money I think is a really good. I'm surprised it's not like was minus 110 or minus 120.
Yeah, that was on my short list for sure. I'm going to go to the Packers side, and we talked about him for his yards. I'm going to go Tucker Kraft. I mean, obviously Josh Jacobs should be gaining at least 1, but it's so juiced. 2 is very fair in this game as well. Last week or before the bye was Romeo Doubs getting 3. I think they spread the love a little bit. No pun intended there. And I think Tucker Kraft gets 1 in this game against the Bengals.
I like that. I think that's fair. All right, why don't we catch up a chat and then get to some parlays?
All right, let me catch up with chat. Zay is cute with the shoulder thing. Yeah, that's what I thought I saw. It's our parents, Meg. Come on.
It is our parents. I'm so sorry, Steve. That was rude.
Erasing my touchdown.
Yeah, we got to send our touchdown bets tonight to Bernie for the treasure chest. I don't know which one I'm doing.
It was a limited practice, I believe, Whohames. And Mike Robb is asking, why aren't, you're at our parents, why isn't Mama and Papa Shop jumping in?
Deb's shy. Willie Pops, he's shy too. So family, extended family is coming tomorrow. So they're busy. They're busy. But one of these days, Willie Pop's promised. Deb said that she's too shy to join us. But that's not true. She's not too shy. Don't you think we could get her on? How could we get her on? A Camp Scatterboo watch party?
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
No, Willie promised us, so we got to get him on. We promised the people Willie would join us, and he didn't during basketball season. And it just by the end of the summer, it happened so fast where you're like, oh my God, now it's end of basketball season, time to get ready for the football season. So he owes us a show. Willie does owe us a show. All right, what parlays are you eyeing up?
Well, did you want to do a London game parlay?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do something for that. I don't really love that game, but we can do not like as our like fun lotto, but I thought, like we'd each give a parlay like we usually do with Tyler.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk through what you like for the London game. I mean, I like Bo Nix, obviously, against the
Yeah. I like Bo Nix. 230 is -105. You can go to 240 for +124. Those both feel good. You do wonder, will there be pushback? Because I don't know if Denver will keep pushing like say Dallas did, though they did kind of against the Bengals a couple weeks ago. So maybe they want to give the London fans a good show. I like Bo Nix. I also like Courtland Sutton, but I actually think targeting through Bo Nix is actually pretty good because last week was Sauce Gardner's best game. He did limit George Pickens some. So I think Bo Nix will just start, hitting Ingram, the backs, the other receivers. So yeah, I think probably the best way to go through is Bo Nix. Who I'll go to, I think Garrett Wilson's going to have a tough day with Surtain and company. But I could see Mason Taylor getting there. 40 plus is plus money. I think that's a very good prop. His targets have gone way up the last couple weeks. He's definitely kind of like the number 2 guy in this offense. So that would be my guy. Do you want to just add and I'll put this in later, but do you want to add like a third leg? Is there anything else that really jumps out to you?
Yeah, Breece Hall receiving yards. He has the second most target share to running backs to McCaffrey. I'm probably not going to put it in my running back receiver parlay because you never want to parlay for some reason if it doesn't work to be dead by noon before the 1 o'clock games even start. But he when I was reading, shout out to Rich Rebar, Sharp Football Analysis. I love his game by game breakdowns, and he literally has the second highest target share by running backs in the receiving game, and obviously has always thrived in that role. I was trying to look for an alt under, but I don't know why I'm struggling busting to find an alt under right now. But like I would just do that, like a Bo Nix around his line, Mason Taylor around his line, Breece Hall around his line, and then like throw on an alt under because I don't see this game going over. It's only going to be when
you say alt under, you also mean bumping it up a little.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. I can only find I don't see the alt total right now. So I would do like 51.5 just as a key number. And I think it's going to stay under that. So that'll like jolt it up a little bit. Did you find that on?
Yeah, I'm sure I can find it real quick. No, I don't mind that.
That's what we did. That's what we did for the London game, the international game was it London last week? I can't remember.
Yeah.
The London game last week, I wasn't able to watch that game, but we had, what do we have? Jefferson yards, Addison yards, Quinshon Judkins yards, and the alt under, and it was way under, obviously.
Yeah.
And so we got everything, and we missed by what, 5 Jordan Addison yards?
5 or 6, yeah.
It was painful. Yeah.
So where would you bump it up to? Just
51 minus under 51.5. That's like a key number. So.
Yeah, and that's a big bump. So let me just put this
in.
Bo Nix. What do you want to do?
230.
230, and then good for
Mason
both
Taylor and Breece Hall. Like
Breece Hall 25.
Do they have 30?
I could probably get his prop line, which I'm sure is like 27.5 or something.
Yeah, just put 25. That's fine.
And then Breece Hall. So yeah, 25 would be plus 950. If you found his prop line, I'm sure it'd probably be over 1,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a fun bet. I'll just
I
throw
like
5
that.
right now. I'll probably do this again later, but just throwing 5 on it now.
Throwing 5 on it now. No, I like that one. All right. How about we each give a parlay and then we can maybe build a crazy lotto to get out of here.
Okay,
Because
sounds
we
good.
got the Degen dads coming in
Yep.
1 hour from now. Justin says he's got SGPs for that game. Mike Rob, you know the old saying, third leg is only good if it's long. All right. What other parlay do you have, Steve?
Well, did you want to go first?
No, I wasn't ready, but yes, I can.
All right.
Are you ready?
No, I mean, there's a couple. I was going to do a same game parlay, but I haven't built it out yet.
Which game were you doing?
I was going to do the 49ers Bucks game.
Okay, I'll do the Dallas game because I don't know the third leg. I'm probably going to do the the whole running back receiving or low legs receiving that hit last week and have 2 of the same legs from last week. One will be probably slightly higher, 30 plus Rashad White, 60 plus CMC, and then throw in. Oh no, CMC was on Thursday night last week. That's right. We had JT, Rashad White, and Scattaboo last week. This week it'll be probably Rashad White, CMC, and somebody else. So that'll definitely be one. But I will build one for the Dallas game really quick. Dallas Panthers. Now, and I've been wondering this for DFS because Chuba is definitely out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think they'll utilize if you did anything for Rico, do you think they'll utilize him in the receiving game if they did fall behind? I'm just worried about game script for him.
I mean, a decent amount.
So do you like his, I'm trying to see what his rush receiving line is. I don't see that right now. I just see his rushing lines. You have to go 70s minus 148, 80s plus 108. You just ran for 200 some, but I was probably going to feel more comfortable with rush receiving for that. So I'll just build something without that right now. I'm going to go, let's see.
So here, I'll build mine out now.
Okay.
I'm going to pivot away from that Tampa game because you took 2 of the players with the running back one, CMC and Rashard White. So I'm going to do the Patriots.
You can still do one for that.
No, I know, but I'll just do the Patriots Saints, and this is a nice simple 3-leg. I think it's pretty in play, and especially with the Christian Gonzalez news. I'm going to take Steph Diggs 70, Rashard White or Rashid Shaheed 50, and then let's just tack on a Hunter Henry touchdown.
Ooh, I like that.
And let's see what that gets us when we can find that game again. And so just a simple 3-legger is plus 1,000. So yeah, that feels good. I'll probably I usually do a small bet and then I'll throw another bet on it later. If I really want to hit it harder. So yeah, I'm going to start with this. And I think all 3 are very long.
I like that. Steph Diggs 70, Rashid Shaheed 50, and Hunter Henry touchdown.
Yeah.
So cooler should say I'd go his anytime touchdown if you're worth the risk. So did he mean Henry there?
I think so.
Okay.
Or I'm not sure exactly who he's talking about.
Why don't you catch up with chat while
we got Gamblestein in here. Good to see you, Gamblestein. Hope you're doing well. Prop party, popcorn, illustrate. Nice. Is that old school phone ring still is making me laugh every time? Amazing.
What old school phone ring?
I don't know. I've been hearing some background noise in your computer. I'm not sure what that is.
Really?
I don't know if that's what he's talking about. Mike Robb, Derrick Henry, longest rush over 125 yards and a touchdown, going down with the ship. Mike, I appreciate the fandom. I appreciate you staying strong. Oh, that was for Dowd. He said Rico touchdown.
Okay, got it. That makes sense. Go back up to Mike's pick and let's each give him a 3-pack where he above Bruni saying he needs to get out of here. We've been giving Mike 3-packs. We'll definitely put it in Discord. Do you want us to put in Discord? Do you want us to, okay. This week I need a 3-pack from all 4 of you to make a pick 'em slip. I'm bouncing back this week no matter what. I love it. Mike. So I will put my official one in Discord. Again, everybody who signs up gets free access to the Fanspeak Degen Discord. We're starting to get people over into there more and more, and we'd love to have more people. So sign up, link in the description, free week trial, and then you could jump over to Discord with us. I will give you my pick'em slip to cook up in Discord and put it under the underdog section. Are you going to do the same? Think about it, Steve, or do you have one right now?
Yeah. Well, I think he was looking for 3.
He likes each person to give their 3 favorite props, so
yeah.
then he makes like a Meg pick'em slip, a Steve pick'em slip, an Andrew, a Justin.
Gotcha.
Mine stunk for you last week, Mike, so I let you down. So I want to focus and think, what are my 3 favorite here? So I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna get back to you in Discord, and yes, all 4 of us need to do it so you can make like a Meg, Steve, Justin, Andrew pick'em slip. I love that. I appreciate that. My parlay before then we build yes, he said Discord works perfect. My parlay before we build a lotto and then get out of here, make way for the Degen dads, is the Dallas Panthers game. Here's what I'm going to do. 80 for Pickens, 80 for T-Mac. You could do 6 or 7 receptions for Ferguson. 7 is very juiced. 8 is, I can't talk. 6 is really juiced. 7 is plus money. I put 7 in. If you did 7, it's 7 receptions, 80. Again, he has just how McCaffrey has the 3rd most receptions. Ferguson has the 2nd most receptions in the NFL. Of course, they are 2nd and 3rd to Puka. I do feel comfortable going to 7, but you could water it down if you want and do 6. But I have 80 for Pickens, 80 for T-Mac, 7 receptions, 8-1. If you want to get spicy and add Jalen Coker, if you just add even 25 receiving yards, 1,700. So it gets spicy, add that on. But that is my parlay. All right, Steve, do you want to build just a crazy lotto? We call it the $5 lotto. We've done a lot where we've hit 2 out of 4 or had like mini sweats. So it's time to push it over the edge here. We each push 2. How about that?
Okay. My first one is I'm going to go Steph Diggs. I'll take him to 90.
Oh, I like that.
Don't need to go all the way to hundo plus 284.
Okay. Are you putting this in while we're talking, or do you want me to? Okay.
I'll put it in. So what's your first one?
My first one is what was you said it was plus like 280?
Yeah.
Throw in Dak 290, or do we just do 3 hundo? 3 hundos plus 330, 290. I think I just feels the same vibes as 2 years ago, where Javonte is looking great. And by the way, I'm taking the L already on that in best ball season, and I wasn't on Javonte. But I mean, it still feels like it runs through Dak in the passing game. And even without Lamb, he has been just putting up some monster numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably lean the 290.
Okay, throw that in. We want to spice up more. What's your second one?
My second one, looking to push someone. It's a couple.
Oh, I know mine.
All right. How about you give your last one then, and then I'll close it out.
Okay, sounds good. Let me find the number.
I know. Actually, I know mine. I might as well do mine.
Okay.
I'm going to go. Look, he's the guy. And Mecca Mbuka, 100 plus 224.
Okay. I'm going to get another receiver. Coolers was on it. I'm on it. I think you're on it. Let's all go together. He got 60 last week in the Monday night game. Looked like he's starting to feel more comfortable office. Travis Hunter gets 70 or more this week against the Seahawks defense, which Mbuka and the Bucks tore up. They are very, very they are first of all, a pass funnel. It's very hard to run on the Seahawks, but they are a pass funnel. As we saw last week, their secondary is banged up. The Bucks got there. I think the Jags can get there. And I like Travis Hunter to potentially have a breakout game, 70 plus receiving. So what do we got there, Steve?
I like it. Plus 18.045. So a $5 bet turns into $907.
Holy smokes. That's 180. We got 180 to 1. Read it out. Yeah. What are all the legs again? I can't even remember.
So we have Steph Diggs 90.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott 290. Emeka Mbuka 100 receiving yards, and then Travis Hunter 70.
I freaking love this. Do you love it? I love this.
I do. And this is one that I will probably go and, also water each one down like by 10 or, whatever, just so it's a good ladder bet to me. Like I think all these guys are very playable. Hunter's the thinnest. So also maybe one that I might go
That's
back
on
in
my
and
bet.
round robin. But no, I like the bet. So I'm putting it in now. And good luck to anyone who joins us in betting this.
All right, I was writing it down. 290 Dak, 90 Diggs, 70 Hunter, 100 Mbuka, right?
Yeah. Yes. Meg, you're at your parents' house. You can't be a cokehead there.
I can't. You're right. I can't be a cokehead here. That is true.
Gamblestein saying Mecca might get triple teamed. I mean, true, but at the same time, I just don't know if you can stop them. I really don't. And, they knew where the ball was going last week, the 49ers, and both Puka and Adams were cooking. I just put 200 on this and told my boss I quit. Well, yeah, that'd be nice.
That's great. I love it. Waterboard the Hunter pick. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about Otten for that low lines thing, Hames, where I do like, that might make a little sense. Like McCaffrey 60, Otten 40, Rashad White. Oh, it's all the same game, right?
Yeah.
Didn't realize that. Just made an SGP with it. No, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because I mean, his target share last year and didn't he get like 60 yards? I know he broke off a long one last week, but he got a long one last
he only
week.
had like 4 or 5 targets, but he got like 80 some yards.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been a ton of fun. We got to make way. Just 45 minutes. The Degen dads are coming on. They've been just having bangers after bangers after bangers. Super entertaining too. No offense, Steve, Bernie's and Andrew are a little better producing than you and me, quite honestly. I was crawling out of my skin when Steve wasn't putting comments up or couldn't play the videos. But you know what? It was still an amazing show. It was a fun time. I apologize for being late. I think we got some good props, some good touchdowns, some good parlays. Everything will be sent that we officially land on is going to be sent to our Substack subs tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll send something for the London game, Sunday night, Monday night, all the good things. So, again, link in the description if you haven't tried it already, 7-day free trial. And then you can come join us on Discord. So that's it for me. Everybody have an amazing week 6. Let's have another successful week, just like we did week 5 in the betting streets. Steve, your final thoughts, and then get us out of here.
Yeah, no, looking forward to this week. We're going to hopefully keep cooking and hope everyone has a good week betting, DFS, dailies, with everything. So, we'll be all locking arms together and hopefully making money. All right. Hope everyone has a good night and looking forward to watching Degen dads cooking again just in less than an hour. Peace.